Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and, while there's no wrestling news here tonight, not really much today worth making a video over, upload to FM News, but I'm here talking about some NBA. A lot of NBA news to talk about here, so let's get into it. So, Kawhi Leonard is expected to make his playoff debut in Game 2, per Jared S. Greenberg. Whew. And quote, the belief within the people from speaking from... I beg your pardon, how's the family? End quote, I beg your pardon. The belief within the building from speaking with multiple people, they believe Kawhi will make his 2024 playoff debut tonight in Game 2, end quote, via NBA TV. And the Mavs might be in trouble. And here's why. Kawhi didn't play Game 1. And the Clippers dominated that game. With Kawhi coming back, they're going to win this series. And I really hope the best for him. Dude is amazing when he plays, and it might be over for the Mavericks unless Luka scores like 40, 50 points. So Kawhi's back. We'll see if Mavericks can somehow slow the Clippers down. So the most improved player voting was announced today, and Tyrese Maxey, the Philadelphia 76ers, won it with 51 first place votes. Kobe White was second. I don't know why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got a vote. I mean, Kobe White was easily second. Maxey was the most improved player. He technically did improve. Kobe White, you could say, could have got snubbed and should have won it. But I'd agree. Even if it's a Bulls fan saying it, I would understand it because Kobe White was so much improved this year. But ultimately, Tyrese Maxey ended up winning it. So Joel Embiid, he sounded off after last night's loss in Game 2 versus the Knicks, and quote, this is worse than Game 7 versus Toronto in 2019. He's so dramatic. Kawhi's shot ended the series. 76ers had an actual chance to win the title that year. The shots aren't even comparable. And you're only down 2-0. Like, it's the silliest thing I've ever heard. So dramatic. The cap on this app. So, on the OG show, Goran Dragic, Pat Riley said to him after being traded to the Heat, and quote, you need to be better. We didn't pay you for this shit. If he said this to Dragic, then I can't imagine what he was saying to Kyle Lowry. But Heat fans, like the real Heat fans, probably know he called Dwayne Wade fat in 2009, 2010. Where's the same energy from Tyler Hero? For Tyler Hero from Pat Riley, because he didn't play good in that game against the Celtics the other day. Udonis Haslem, the OG show. He says Minnesota would have to limit Rudy Gobert's minutes in the playoffs in order to win. This dude would just be saying anything for views since no one watches his podcast. Oh, he's more successful than I'll ever be. Okay, good for him. He's wrong. You don't limit his minutes. He's objectively incorrect. Suns tried running KD at the 5 during Game 1, and Gobert continued to feast. Like, that's where they say anything for clicks. And he's literally their best paint defender. It's crazy how former NBA players can be complete casuals in regards to players. It's just such a worn-out narrative. Okay, it was maybe true in the Jazz, but Rudy doesn't get played off the floor in Minnesota because he has guys like Jaden, McDaniels, and Ant guarding the perimeter. And Rudy can still guard any person who switches onto him. No, when you have perimeter defenders like that, he doesn't have to go out on the perimeter all the time. So now we have to talk about this. Law enforcement. They're now investigating the incident involving Nikola Jokic's brother, Strahinja. And he punched a fan. Between him and a fan who was allegedly punched by him, per at TMZ Sports, there's a video. I mean, it kind of looks like a punch. Even Jokic's brother's on the Lakers. I think it's the second time this has happened. I wouldn't be surprised if he got banned from every arena, to be honest. It says allegedly, even though there's video of it. But this has happened before. And it seems that Jokic's brothers are hunting for this type of thing. Well, how long will this investigation take? I don't know. Will anything happen? Probably not. But that's crazy. This has happened now twice with the Jokic brothers. With Jokic's brothers. Udonis Haslem, also on the OG show, said Orlando would beat New York in a playoff series. People really say anything to get clicks on the podcast. And it's damn near always about the Knicks. Orlando can't even beat Cleveland. Orlando literally doesn't even know how to shoot a basketball right now. Like, the Knicks would win in like 4 games. They'd sweep easy. I swear this dude needs his mic took away sometimes. Orlando has to worry about the Cavs, because their series has not been competitive at all. They might even get swept, to be honest. Norman Powell, he isn't happy with the 6th Man of the Year snub. And I think it's BS, to be honest. Playing with 4 Hall of Famers, limited touches, I think it sucks. At the end of the day, main focus is to win a championship. He deserves it. But now you just gotta go out and focus on going out there and winning a championship. He should have been a finalist as well. But, hey, you just gotta focus on winning a championship now. Via Jared Weiss NBA, Peyton Pritchard says he didn't have a problem with Caleb Martin's foul Jason Tatum ankle. I think we liked that. I think it was a joy to watch. Pritchard's been around Joe Mazzulla too much. Maybe he'll be the enforcer in game 2. It's just guys, two guys really playing it out. I mean, he got shoved into him. I mean, that wasn't a dirty play. I mean, there's a thing called momentum. When your momentum gets shoved into another player, you're going to run into him. You can't just stop your momentum. Shannon Sharp, today, on first take, he called out Rui Hachimura. Maybe he talked to Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, because I think he took the under on the 10 points the Bears had on him. Dude was smoking easy layups, it felt like. On top of the easy layups, he bricked a huge wide open 3. Missed 3 layups and a dunk. Horrible performance, I thought, last night. Report, Cavs bench, they were talking shit to Magic throughout Game 2 of the playoff series. Okay, and why is this a story? Breaking news, athletes trash talk each other. Guess a slow day for NBA. Caleb Martin on fouling Jason Tatum, and quote, if the roles were reversed, no one would be calling it a code red. Why are we still talking about this? I mean, there's too much time in between games. Apparently there's nothing else to do. Guess Celtics fans are still crying about it. Either that, or there's literally nothing else to talk about, because the next game ain't until tomorrow. The NBA, we already talked about that, how they're investigating that incident between oh my god, I beg your pardon, has the family. Or that incident between Nikola Jokic and that Lakers fan, I think. Zach Lowe says New Orleans absolutely has to start Trey Murphy and Herb Jones together next season. He's going to have to start. You're going to have to figure it out. I don't know who gets traded, who comes off the bench, whatever happens. There's just no world in which Trey Murphy and Herb Jones are not starting in the wing next year. 0. They both have to start. I mean, he's not lying. It's all about the rotation, to be honest. It's not minutes. It's not just, why is the obsession with starting? I mean, it's about the rotation. Providing solid defense and shooting on the wing, which would help. Rudy Gobert thinks his greatness triggers people. I mean, he gets some unnecessary hate, but I wouldn't say greatness. But he's a great defender. Like, his perimeter defense is so much improved from the Utah days. So Stephen A. said today, end quote, I saw Trace Maxey get mugged, if I'm being totally honest. He got fouled at least 2 or 3 times. There's no reason on earth why why that call shouldn't have been made. I mean, you see where he grabbed the jersey? I thought Stephen A. Smith would be more biased. I mean, I only think he's a Knicks fan. I mean, he just plays character. He's not a Knicks fan. He just plays that character on TV. I feel like Game 3 is going to be an absolute foul fest. But yeah, it was a foul. I mean, Brunson grabbed his jersey, but before that, Maxey did push off with that arm a little bit. If you're going to say, oh, they should call an offensive foul there first. Anthony Davis, after the game last night, after their loss to the Nuggets in Game 2, we have stretches where we don't know what we're doing on both ends of the floor. He had a great performance last night. And they just got to try and win Game 3, but don't know if they will. The Spurs probably don't see Trae Young as a fit with Victor Wembanyama, really. The Spurs might be more interested in the Hawks if DeJounte Murray is available. DeJounte Murray and the Spurs, ooh, can't imagine that. And apparently, the 76ers are going to file a grievance to the NBA, so... Yeah, but honestly, it's really all to say here. So, until next backlight, peace.